I'm Amelia Moore. I'm here with Without Warning, okay? And we just had a very cute little discussion. We're here at Flog Gnaw, baby.
Free big brother slammer. 2019 got caught with a jammer. New bitch, she don't got no manners. She know I been drinking, come fuck with the scammers. Tell me I don't how I walk with the hammer.
Without Warning, New York, Camp Flog Gnaw, day 2. How are you doing today?
I'm doing really good. My voice is so dead from yesterday, but I'm doing really good.
You had an awesome set. You posted on TikTok that nobody knew you were at the Flog stage at 120, but I think a lot of people did and they enjoyed it. But how did it feel for you?
It was really, really good. I thought that would be a really funny thing to post, and it did really well, which is hilarious. But it went really well. There were way more people there than I thought there were going to be. I've literally been getting ready for this performance for a while and have had dreams that only 20 people would show up, which is hilarious, and there were definitely way more than 20 people there. So I think it went really good and I had a really fun time.
That's awesome. Is this your first time at the festival?
This is my second time at Camp Flog Gnaw. This is crazy because last year I saw Tizo Touchdown perform on the same stage, which was so crazy to be able to do that this year. But it's the 10th anniversary. The lineup is fucking sick. I'm really, really honored to be on the lineup this year. It's fire.
Yeah, besides your set, I mean, who are some of your favorite sets that you've seen or that you're looking forward to?
I saw Doechii yesterday. She's my queen. I was listening to the album while I was getting ready today. Also, Ray is my hero. I'm excited to see her today. Also, Jordan Ward. Tyler's set last night was crazy. I caught a little bit of Daniel Caesar and Kate Trinata yesterday also. There's too much dope shit going on. It's hard to pick and choose.
Yeah.
But Ray today is a big one for me that I'm really excited
actually
about.
most excited to see Ray.
She's incredible. She's incredible. I've seen her 6 times already, and I can't get enough. I'll see her anytime I get the chance. Yeah.
I'm hype. I just need to hear Prado live.
Yeah. Prada, Oscar-winning Tears. I need it all. I need it all.
Oh, so you just dropped an EP this year? He's just not that into you? Did you have any experiences in your life that directly shaped the inspiration for that album?
100%. I feel like every song I put out, you can listen to it and know that it is autobiographical, honey. These things very specifically happened to me, but I also was really inspired, obviously, by the 2009 rom-com, He's Just Not That Into You.
Right.
Because all of these women are trying to navigate their relationships with these guys, and I felt like it's 2024 and all of those stories are still so real, and I can resonate with them or know a girlfriend of mine who's going through the same thing. So it was really fun to write very personal experiences of mine and put them in a song, but kind of have them telling a story that was inspired by the movie as well.
Yeah. Are you big into rom-coms? Is that your genre?
I love a rom-com. I love a rom-com a lot.
What are some of your favorites? Could you give us a top 3 maybe?
I do love He's Just Not That Into You, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, Matthew McConaughey, everything to me. And maybe, what's that one called with Steve Carell and Ryan Gosling? Do you know which one I'm talking about?
No.
Steve Carell's character is this dad who just got divorced and he's kind of a loser, and Ryan Gosling comes in and makes him really cool, but he ends up dating Steve Carell's daughter, who's Emma Stone. I forget what it's called, but I really love that one also.
I'm gonna look that up later.
It's so good. I'm blanking on the name, but it's really, really good.
Yeah, a fan favorite on your project, as well as one of my favorites, was See Through. Tell us about the production of that song, the creation of that song, and just what your songwriting process is kind of like in general too.
For that specifically, I remember not really having an idea going into the studio that day. It was me, Jackson Lee Morgan, who is a writer that I work with on pretty much everything. I love him so much. And this producer, Pink Slip, who I've written a lot of my music with as well. And Pink Slip, started just fucking around with really, really dope sounds. I don't even think we had a reference for that day or anything. Kind of just started freestyling melodies, and lyrics come whenever you're freestyling melodies and stuff. And Jackson and I wrote everything together. It came together really easy, and we were just fucking around with different sections of the songs and kind of letting the magic of the room take us where it wanted to go. And yeah, I had just started dating my now boyfriend at the time, so I was feeling very flirty and wooed and the romance of it all. And lyrically, it's about there have been some comments online asking if it's about meth, which is so funny because Glass and Ice, girl, I didn't even know that was that could be about drugs. I had no idea. But it's just about meeting somebody who really sees you and is intentional with you, in comparison to having to fight for love and having all these walls up in past relationships, but you meet someone who like really gets you and isn't scared to like help you break those down. So
were people saying were they relating that to like a drug experience? Is that what it was?
Well, I guess so. I've seen comments on either of my social medias just being like, wait, is this about meth? And I'm like, girl, no, it's about feeling seen. But as long as you're streaming it, honey, it can be about whatever you want it to be about.
I guess that's a cool thing with music, though, is, people can take a song and give their own meaning to it, interpret it in their own way.
Yeah.
Are you a type of artist that typically likes to, what's the lifespan of a song, like, in the creative process for you? Do you feel like it's important to put something out early to make sure that you were still in that headspace when you made it, or do you like to see things like develop and shape along over time?
That's a good question. I feel like with my first project, Teaching a Robot to Love, I wrote it and put it out within like 4 months, which is a really quick turnaround. And a lot of these songs on He's Just Not That Into You were made like 2 years ago. But I think it depends. Like everything I make holds a special place in my heart, and sometimes when you make something, kind of what you were saying, like people can hear a song and interpret it in their own way. Like you can make a song, it'll mean something so specific to you in that moment, and then time will pass and it'll mean something new to you. So I think it happens quick sometimes, and sometimes it takes time to put something out, but if you still connect with it, I think it's important for your fans to hear it too.
That's really cool. So obviously Camp Flog Gnaw performed there, must have felt sick, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Are there any other moments in your career where you kind of just looked at it and you're like, this is why I do this shit?
Wow. Having a song with Timbaland this past year was a really big moment for me. Very full circle moment. 2020 Experience by Justin Timberlake was like the first secular album I was allowed to listen to, and Timbaland produced that whole record. So having a song with him was really crazy. Elton John put me on his Rocket Hour playlist like 2 years ago, which is fucking tight. And SZA like commenting on my stuff is really crazy too, because I love her so much. So all those little moments like that, I like to keep track of and be like, okay, we're on the right track here. We're definitely doing something.
A couple sick collabs and cosigns.
Yeah.
What was it about Timbaland's music that I'm assuming your parents made an exception for him?
Yeah, my mom was just a really big Justin Timberlake fan. That's like literally all it is. She got to see the 2020 Experience tour, and that's like one of my biggest regrets ever, that I wasn't fucking old enough or allowed to go to that show. But God, that album is so good.
Yeah.
I love that album so much. The transitions, the length of the songs, like the visuals, down to the live performances, like shit was so crazy.
Yeah, man, I have a lot of moments like just like tours you wish that you saw when you were like 13, couldn't go with like out a parent or whatever. Yeah. So I think this year too, obviously just a huge year for pop music, like artists like Charlie, Chappell Roan, Sabrina just taking over. The girls are having a big moment this year.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on just the state of the pop girlies right now, the pop scene?
I'm obsessed, and I'm really, really proud of the 3 girls you just listed, Sabrina, Charlie, and Chappell. They've been doing this shit for so long. Like, they've all been doing this shit for like 10 years. And to me, I think that just proves if you stick to believing in yourself, you put in the time to find your sound, and you just keep fucking going and stay consistent, like people will catch on eventually. And I adore all 3 of them. I think they're some of the realest fucking artists that are out, and like they've just stuck to their guns and taken the time to really develop their sound and grow their fan base. Didn't take any shortcuts. That's really, really inspiring to me, and I'm like obsessed that it is a pop girl year. We've needed that.
Yeah, I think with a few of those artists, especially like Charlie and Chappell too, it's really cool to see artists that obviously always had a fan base, but really exponentially blew up late, because then you have the whole back catalog to get into and everything like that.
For sure.
Could you kind of see, like, would you want your career to kind of have that trajectory where you have a, I guess more of a cult following and then like reach a new levels of fame, or do you just want to be out of here?
I definitely have wrestled with this thought for a while, because I know what I dream of my career looking like, and it is taking a while, girl, but at the end of the day, it's so fucking corny and annoying, and I hate that it's true, but it is really about the journey. And like, I played Camp Flog Gnaw at 1:20 p.m. this year, and I've been living in LA for 5 years now. Like, in another 5 years, like, I'm gonna be having a later set at a larger stage, and we're just gonna be growing. It's so obnoxious, and it takes forever, but I wouldn't change it for the world, and I'm down to just like slowly fucking, what's the saying about the tortoise and the hare?
I mean, the tortoise wins the race, right?
Right? Isn't that the tea? That's how I feel. And I think Sabrina said that in one of her speeches too. She like felt like a tortoise, and all of these other bitches are just like, you see it all the time. Quick shit goes viral and left and right, but they're here today and gone tomorrow. And I'm trying to be here today and here tomorrow and here for all of the days after that. So I'm down for a slow growth.
Slow and steady wins the steady wins the race.
Slow and steady wins the race, honey.
You talked about a few co-signs. Hyunjin also did a cover of your song recently. How did that feel to see?
Insane. I love K-pop so much. I've written a bunch of K-pop, so like to see the girls fucking with it is fire. I love it.
How would 13-year-old you feel about what you're doing right now?
She would probably be scared, bitch. She probably wouldn't fucking believe it. When I was 13, I was still like wearing long ass denim skirts and like turtlenecks and not allowed to listen to anything. So she'd probably be like, she's cussing, her hair is orange, and there's no way that that's me in the future.
She wouldn't think that that's cool?
She probably would, because I think low key by the time I was a teenager, I was like thinking that the homeschooled, like super conservative Southern Baptist Christian bubble I was in was like not the tea. I think I was starting to realize that. So she would probably say out loud, I need to pray for her, but deep down she'd probably be like, this bitch is lit as fuck.
Nice. That's awesome. When I was 13, I wanted to be a baseball player. I wanted to be on that side of Dodger Stadium.
Okay.
But I'm very happy to be here.
Right?
You know?
See? Yeah.
I'm going to ask you like an annoying ass like street interviewer type question.
I love it.
You have on a sick outfit. Can you tell us what you're wearing?
Yes, I can. I love this. So these two, Urban Outfitters, bitch. Hello. We're obsessed. This is a little Kalina Strada moment. I love Kalina Strada so much. Very colorful, very fun brand that I've gotten into recently. This is a little Free People lace layer thing, and these are Marnie and Converse. Obviously, we got to rep the Converse here. We're at Camp Flog Gnaw. We're a Converse girl. And these I got at a little vintage store. I think that's it. Little Heaven Marc Jacobs bag. Some cute little rings. My nail girl, Carly. Shout out Carly doing my nails. And coffee by Groundwork.
If there was a theme song to your life, what would it be?
Whoa. A theme song for my life. Probably, I'm not even fucking playing, obviously. We're talking about Ray. I'm so excited to see her later. Hard Out Here by Ray, bitch. It's hard out here. That's the tea. Hard Out Here by Ray.
That's awesome. I'm so hyped for that set.
I know.
Shout out to Ray.
Shout out Ray. We love you.
If you were president for a day, what's the first law you would pass?
Fuck. I can either say something like so real or something so
like
funny.
One like very serious and one maybe less serious.
We gotta do, Damn, this is a really tough one. If I was president for a day, that means that Trump is no longer president. So that obviously like solves my first one. And second, something fun, like everybody gets to go to fucking, I want everybody to get paid. How can I get everybody paid? I need everybody to like get $1 million somehow. That would be my first thing. Everyone's getting paid. All the homies are getting paid. Everybody in the United States is getting paid somehow.
Yeah, let's just print more money.
You know?
Why not?
Let's just print more money. That's what I would do. We would print more money.
Sweet. Without Warning New York, Amelia Moore, this was a lot of fun. We appreciate your time. We'll catch you soon.
Thank you.
Free big brother slammer. 2019 got caught with a jammer. New bitch, she don't got no manners. She know I been drinking, come fuck with the scammers. Tim Allen, how I walk with the hammer.